Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna work on a double spiral and look how gorgeous it is. These are not exactly my colors, like I wouldn't wear these colors, but I really appreciate the look of it. So I have this browns and royal blue and gold. It's really pretty, and they attach this toggle clasp. So today I decided to make it slightly different. Now here inside is 8 toes. You don't really see it. So I decided for my new project, I'm gonna use up some 8 toes I had lying around for ages. These are check 8 toes. They're not really consistent in size and whatnot, but it doesn't really matter in this project what kind of beads you use. That's the beauty of it, because you know, you can use any sorts of beads. So inside I'm gonna use this white and you're not gonna see it. So my suggestion is, if you have those 8 toes you had lying around for ages and you just don't fancy the color of it, use up here because you're not gonna see it. You might just see, if you just pick through, like you can see, you can't even see some. I used the same 8 toes, so I decided to use up some of this. I had this for a very long time and you know, it's time to use it up. And then for the, here I used Toho's, this 11-0s, gold and brown. I decided to use these colors, this white and turquoise. It's really pretty colors, I like this. And here I used the same 8-0 I used inside, but I don't want to use this one as a, you know, embellishment. So I decided to make it a little different. I'm gonna use 8-0 hex cut Miyuki beads. This came along in my bag I bought from eBay, and you know, I had to make research and stuff. I didn't even know what they were called until yesterday when I was researching and what I wanted to add here. And they're really pretty, you know, they have 6 sides to them, so they're gonna really sparkle. I think together all this is gonna look really nice. And because of the colors, I'm gonna use silver tone clasp, and I decided to use this adjustable toggle clasp because, you know, I'm planning to sell my jewelry at some point and it's time for me to start making them adjustable, so you know, a lot of people can buy it if they want. So I'm gonna use that for the clasp. Then you'll need beading thread. I'm gonna be using white Nymo size D. You can use B as well. Unfortunately, I don't have a B in Nymo in white. And then you're gonna need beading needle size 11, and then you'll need scissors to cut the thread. So go ahead, thread your needle with comfortable length. You'll have to add here. So I'm just gonna take 2 yards. And then if you don't know how to add thread in a spiral stitch, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box to a short tutorial where I show you how to do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead, thread my needle, get my beads ready, and then we'll get to work. So I have all my beads ready. One of the 11-0 Tohos I'm gonna call color A, then color B, then hex cut I'm gonna call embellishment bead, and then this is the inside, oh, just 8 toes. I'm using only one 8 toe. So to start off, I'm gonna pick up 4 8 toes. See this big bead? I'm not gonna use that, it's too big. So I'm gonna pick up 4 8 toes. I'm gonna drop it down and I'm gonna leave a tail of about 6 inch. That's gonna be enough to add one side of the clasp. And then I'm gonna pick up 3 color A, that's 3 11-0s, 1 hex cut, well, embellishment, I'm just gonna call it hex cut, and then same 3 A color. And then I'm gonna go through 4 beads through the other side. And then pull my thread. Then I can zoom in a bit. And then I'm gonna pick up 3 color B. 1, 2, 3. My turquoise color. 1 hex cut, and then 3 color B. And then again, I'm gonna go through the same 4 beads and then pull my thread. So I have 2 different colors going on. And then I'm gonna pick up 1 8-0. I'm gonna drop it down. Now from the second row, things gonna be slightly different. It's just, you have to remember where you're gonna take your needle. I'm gonna pick up 3 color A, 1 hex cut, 3 color A. And then see, I'm keeping color A on the right side. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take the A color on top of this. And then I'm gonna go through the top 4 beads. And then pull my thread. And then I'm gonna flip it over. So I'm looking at color B now. I'm gonna pick up 3 color B, 1 hex cut, 3 color B. And then I'm gonna make sure my color B is on my right, and then I'm gonna take this on top of this, and then I'm gonna go through the top 4 beads. And then pull my thread. And this is how it looks like. In the beginning, it's all wonky. And once you added both of them, you're gonna pick up 1 A-toe, drop it down, and then I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the last A color I added. Pick up 3 A's, 1 hex cut, 3 A's. And then I'm gonna make sure it's on my right, the last A color I added. I'm gonna go through the top 4 A-toes. And it's gonna get really hard the further you move on, because you know, it's gonna be quite sturdy. The base is gonna be quite sturdy, so sometimes you just have to bend it to get through the bead, see? So make sure you go through the top 4 beads, and then pull your thread. And then I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the last B color I added. So here it is, the last B. I'm gonna pick up 3B, 1 hex cut, 3B. I'm gonna make sure the last one I added is on my right, and then I'm gonna go through the top 4 A-toes, which is going to be difficult, but you can just, you know, bend the beads. And here I am going through the top 4 beads. And then pull your thread. And then this is what it looks like right now, but don't worry, it's gonna be fine. Then once you added both of them, if you just look at the top bead, you see I have 2 colors. So it means I can step up now, pick up 1 8-0, drop it down. I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the last A color I added. It's right here. I'm gonna pick up 3 A's, 1 hex cut, 3 A's, and then go through the top 4 beads. I'm gonna make sure the last A color I added is on my right, and then I'm gonna go through the top 4 A-toes. And then pull my thread. And then I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the last B color I added, which is here. I'm gonna pick up 3B, 1 hex cut, 3B, oh, that's 4. And then I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the last B color I added on my right, and then see, sometimes you just have to pry it open. And then go through the top 4 beads, 4 A-toes. Can get really difficult, but you can just bend the base and then and here I am. And then pull your thread. And now if I look at the top A-toe, I see both of my colors there. It means I can step up. I'm gonna pick up 1 A-toe and drop it down. I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the last A color I added. Pick up 3 A's, 1 hex cut, 3 A's. And then go through the top 4 A-toes. Bend it a bit. And pull your thread. Then I'm gonna flip it over, make sure I'm looking at the last B color I added. See how hard it is gonna be to get inside. So I'm gonna pick up 3B, 1 hex cut, 3B, and it's gonna be easy if I just drop them down. And then here I just have to pry it open, literally. Just make sure you pull the beads apart. See, I see the beads now. And then go through the top 4 ATOs. See how difficult it is? But that's the stitch. There's nothing you can do about it. So you just have to pry it open and bend it and take your needle through the top 4. And this is how it's turning out. It's gonna get better once we have more rows going on. And now I look at the last ATO I added. I have both colors there. It means I can step up, pick up 1 ATO, drop it down. Look at my A color on my right. See the last A color. I'm gonna pick up 3 A's, 1 hex cut, 3 A's. And then I'm gonna go through the top 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. And pull your thread. And then I'll make sure I'm looking at the last B color I added here. Pick up 3B, 1 hex cut, 3B. And then go through the top 4 ATOs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the 4th one. And pull your thread. You can see the spirals forming. Now I look at the last ATO I added. I can see both colors. It means I can step up. Pick up 1 ATO, drop it down. Look at my A color, the last one I added here. Pick up 3 A's, 1 hex cut, 3 A's. So I'm looking at my A color. I just have to pry it open and then go through the top 4 ATOs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I may just have to bend it to get under that bead. And here I am going. Then don't miss the last one you added. Then pull your thread. And then flip it over, looking at the color B. Pick up 3B, 1 hex cut, 3B. And then go through the top 4 ATOs. Just pry it open and then go through 4 top ATOs. And then pull your thread. And then that's how it goes. So every single row you add adds exactly the same way. So I'm gonna do it 2 more times with you and I will let you continue on your own. So look at the top ATO, you see both colors, it means you can step up. Pick up 1 ATO, drop it down. Look at the A color, at the last row you added. Pick up 3 A's, 1 hex cut, 3 A's. Drop the beads down and then go through the top 4 ATOs. And it's gonna be difficult. There isn't much you can do about it. You just have to pry it open and maybe bend the base so you can get under the beads. Here. Top 3, and don't forget the last one here. And pull the thread. Turn it over, look at the B color, pick up 3 B's, 1 hex cut, 3 beads, and then go through the top 4 ATOs. And here I am, and pull your thread, and that's how it goes. So one more time, look at the top 8O, you see both your colors there, pick up one 8O, drop it down, look at your A color, pick up 3 A's, 1 hex cut, 3 A's. I'm just gonna drop it down so it's easier for me. I'm gonna go through the top 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ATOs. That's 3. Don't forget the last one here. And pull your thread. Oops, I went in the wrong part. See, I'm adding it on top of the B color here. So I'm just gonna pull it out. See, I have to add it on top of the A color. So I always have my A color on my right. And then go through the top 4 beads. That's 3 and 4. And pull your thread. Turn it over, look at the B color, pick up 3 B's, 1 hex cut, 3 B's, and then go through the top 4 ATOs. And then pull your thread. And that's how you keep on going. See, you can see that nice spiral going on. And then if you look at the top ATO you added, you can see both your colors. It means it's time to step up. You add ATO, your colors, ATO, your colors, and so on. And I'm really liking the combo here. I really like how the hex cut looks here. So see the difference? And the colors are really light and dainty here. So I'm gonna let you continue until you have required length. Don't forget to leave out space for your clasp. For example, my clasp here, well, it doesn't really add much. It adds about 1 centimeter, half an inch maybe. So make sure you leave out that space, otherwise your bracelet is gonna be too long. And then once you're done, I'm gonna meet you back here and I'm gonna show you how to add the clasp. So I went ahead and made the full length. Look how gorgeous it is. Now I'm gonna show you how to attach the clasp, but first let me explain a bit. Because it's toggle clasp, on one side I use 3 11/0. On the loop side I use 1 11/0. The reason you use 3 11/0 because see, you need space for your toggle, for the bar to bend, see? If I didn't add those 3 11/0, you wouldn't be able to bend this and you wouldn't be able to take it through the loop. So I'm gonna show you how to attach the bar, and this loop you can attach on your own. The only difference will be the number of 11/0. Here with the bar I'm gonna use 3, on the loop 1. So I'm gonna show you how to attach the bar. Now I'm gonna zoom in. So I'm gonna go ahead, pick up 3 11/0. It doesn't matter which color you choose. I'm just gonna go with A color. I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna pick up the bar, take my needle through the loop, and then I wanna go down those 3 11/0 I just added. And then pull your thread. Now I'm looking at the A. I'm gonna pick up 1 A, 1 hex cut, and 3 A's. And then I'm gonna go through the top 3 8/0s. The reason I'm doing this, because see, you can see those base 8/0s. I don't really like that, so this way I kind of close that. So we want to make sure, pull your thread nice and tight, and then go through the top 3 8/0s. Can be a bit tight, but you can just bend it. Go through the top 3 8/0s, and go through all those 11 rows you just added. And then pull your thread. Then go through the loop, turn it over, go through the 3 11 rows, pull your thread, and now we are looking at the B color. I'm going to pick up 1B, 1 hex cut, and 3B. And then again, I'm going to go through the top 3 8 rows. And then if you can go through the 11 rows, but I can't, so I just have to do it at 2 steps. And then I'm going to go through the 11 rows. So that way we're also reinforcing this side of the clasp. And now it's time to get rid of the tail. So I'm just going to go through those 11 rows, down, and then go through as many 8 rows as you can, which in my case is only 1. Now here you can just adjust everything here. We're done. We just have to get rid of the tail, and what I do, I just go as far as I can through the 8 rows. It's a couple beads at a time. You can't really see what I'm doing because you can't really see 8 rows here, but I'm just going through some 8 rows downwards a bit, which I think I can't because it's quite tight in there now. No, I can't. So what I'm gonna do here in my case, I'm just gonna go through some 11 rows here. Take my needle under those threads there between the beads. Take my needle through the loop and pull the thread. And then I can just go upwards through all those beads. Then I can go down some 8 rows if I can. And then here I can just cut the thread. And here we are. Nice and clean finish. And look how gorgeous the bracelet is. So the same way you attach the loop, but instead of 3 11 rows here, you just use 1 on this side. So once you've done that, I'm gonna meet you back here. We are done, and here are my gorgeous bracelets. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I know it's not it's a very easy stitch, but the process is not so easy. But if you persevere, you end up with such a gorgeous result. I'm really loving both of them. I really like, look how the colors are so feminine, and I really like how those hex cut look here. And let me see if I can put it on. Here's this one. And here's this one. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Don't forget to check out my other videos. I have over 100 videos out already. And you know, there are tons of stuff that you might like. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.